Following her announcement of the 23-member squad that will represent South Africa at the upcoming Women's FIFA World Cup, Banyana coach Desiree Ellis has named the team captains for the tournament. Refiloe Jane will lead the team at the global showpiece in Australia and New Zealand, with Andile, Dlamini and Thembi Kgtalana named as her vice captains. Newzroom Afrika's sports reporter Vuyo Macoba attended the squad announcement ceremony and he spoke to the captain.
Coach Desiree Ellis has officially named her final 23-member squad that will represent South Africa at the upcoming FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Now, leading their team is none other than Refiloe Jane, and she joins me now. Refiloe, appreciate your time on Newzroom Afrika. For starters, the makeup of the team. What is so special about these 23 members, including the other three?
I think one of the special things in this team is the team effort, the sacrifices and the hard work that we put in on a daily basis. I think it was a difficult team to select for the coach if you look at the work that the players put in on a daily basis. But I have no doubt that the selected players will go out there and put in a good performance.
Second time around that you guys will be going at this tournament, I'm sure a lot of lessons will be taken from the previous edition in 2019.
Yes, that's true. A lot of lessons were taken from the previous encounter of the FIFA Women's World Cup. So we go into this one a little bit more experienced. The experience that we got from the previous one, including also the Women's AFCON. So we go there better players and better human beings. So we're hoping that we can even come back with better results from the previous time.
Talking about going in there as better players, you're also going there as African champions now. A little bit more pressure?
Yes, of course, there's a little bit of pressure having won the Women's AFCON in Africa. Going into the World Cup, all eyes will be on South Africa. They will want to see what is it that you have to showcase. It's pressure, it's welcomed. Football is a sport of pressure, so we will do what we have to do. We will not dwell on the past results or previous tournaments. We go out there with so much experience and we're hoping that we can even showcase that in our performances.
You have been given the armband once again. It's an honor.
It's an honor, it's a privilege. I'm humbled to be given the armband by the coach. It says so much to be given the armband, but I have no doubt that with the team that we have, they will make the job easier. You know, mine is to just lead by example. The players that we have a lot of experience in the team. We have players who've been in the team before, so it's up to us also now to guide the young ones, the new ones. But other than that, it's not a hard job to do given the scope of the team.
You've also got great assistants in Andile, Dlamini, and of course Thembi Kgtalana, who South Africans are very excited to see that she has healed and she'll be back in the country to represent the country as well at this World Cup. I mean, she even scored last week.
Yes, the two vice captains selected in Andile, Dlamini and Thembi Kgtalana, and also looking at the recovery that Thembi has put in, it's great to see. We are all excited and everyone is looking forward to see what she has to offer for the national team. She's so far doing well for her new team, which we are all proud of, and we are hoping that she will continue where she left off.
The makeup of the Group G, Sweden, Argentina, Italy. You're starting with Sweden. Just give me a sense of how you guys, in terms of your preparations, have been looking at that group to make sure you go further than the group stages.
Well, we've sat and looked at the group that we've been drawn in. Our first game is Sweden. We've played Sweden I don't know how many times, a couple of times, and it's always an exciting encounter when we play them. And playing them in the first game is not going to be easy. We have to make sure that we set the pace, we set the standard, and a good performance or a good result against Sweden will kind of give us the motivation to advance. But other than that, we will take one game at a time. We will not focus all our energy on Sweden, but we'll just make sure that each energy goes to each particular game. So we will be making sure that we look at each team when it's time to look at it.
And just in closing, I know it was a hard job for Coach Desiree Ellis to trim down the squad to 23. There's a group of players that had to be left out of this. As the captain, I'm sure you've had the opportunity, possibly already, to just give them that message of hope, not to give up. Let's do that again. Give them that message of hope, and many other women that will once again would want to be part of this Banyana squad in the future.
My message to the players who couldn't make the cut in this edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup is never to lose hope, never to lose courage. They should keep on working hard. The work will always speak for itself. Everyone is looking, you know. You don't have to now lose hope because you didn't make this one. There's always more opportunities. You'll never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So my advice is to keep on pushing, keep on working hard, and never lose hope.
Refiloe, it's always good to chat to you. All the best as you lead the team at the 2023 World Cup.
Thank you very much.
That's Banyana captain Refiloe Jane just having a chat with us now. Post Coach Desiree Ellis naming the final 23-player squad that will represent South Africa at the 2023 Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia. She will be captaining the team alongside her vice captains Andile, Dlamini and Thembi Kgtalana. South Africa has been drawn in Group G alongside Sweden, Argentina and Italy. And for Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Vuyo Macoba in Pretoria.